What's up, guys? Nasir coming at you with another reaction video. You already know what time it is, y'all boys. We coming at you with the Street Fighter 6 Aki guide. Now, I'm pretty sure she is out by now. Only reason I'm reacting to this is because I just saw Max reacted to this today. So she might not be out. This came out if for the people who don't know, who've been like me and been on Mortal Kombat heavy these last 3 days, this came out 3 days ago. Like I said, I didn't see it, I didn't know about this. I have not been keeping up with my YouTube FGC responsibilities. I have been fucking neck deep in Mortal Kombat 1. If you're wondering, I literally just got off at like maybe 20-30 minutes ago. I just got to warrior rank. So just got to warrior rank. If you watch my previous videos, you know I'm playing Scorpion. I just got the like Hellfire dope ass Scorpion skin with the like spikes on the shoulders and shit that everybody's rocking. Getting the fucking warrior rank gave me a fucking headache because, bro, I kept fighting this Shao Kahn and he was pissing me the fuck off, and he beat me, and I was like, bro, this dude shouldn't beat me, bro. I know I'm fumbling and I'm fucking up. And then they matched me against him, and I was like, all right, bro, we about to lock in. And then I 3-0'd him, and that's how I got to warrior rank. So I was like, I knew I could beat this nigga. I just needed to lock in and not fuck up. But don't worry, I will be recording either a Mortal Kombat video tonight or tomorrow. More likely tomorrow after I get off work around later in the day, so it'll be up on Saturday. This will probably go out on Friday. But yeah, let's not waste some time. Let's see what Aki got going on. Because I saw Max rant to this, but I was like, let me actually watch this. Because deadass, I was about to start watching this whole thing when I was at work. But I was like, you know what, let me actually react to this, since I haven't talked about Street Fighter 6 in a minute. Aki combines Snake Fist Kung Fu with poison lace claw attacks, plus irregular movements to bewilder her opponents. Her ability to increase her damage using poison makes her a tricky character that's tough to deal with. Her little arm waving shit when she was walking back right there, I found funny as fuck. Like I said, I was watching Max, and that was like, this part was where I stopped it, and I was like, all right, let me actually like react to this shit myself. She can envelop a wide range of tactics, such as using poisonous projectiles, using her claw-based attacks to poke at opponents, or seizing openings by creating openings created by poisoned opponents eager to close in and stop their life draining. In situations where your opponent has to close the gap, drive them away with quick normals or gain some distance with your movement techniques. Yeah, I was about to say, she definitely, just based off how that first normal hit Chun-Li, definitely got quick normals. And that fucking bubble came out fast as shit too. Yeah, and then that's that low projectile. When the opponent is hit with certain attacks, they'll be poisoned and will continue to lose vitality over a time of a fixed period. That's not a major thing, but it'll definitely get you killed. The poison state will expire naturally after a certain amount of time, but will also end if Aki takes damage. Okay, so that's why they want to close the gap to actually hit her. You hit her, the poison goes away. So you want to hit her so you can end it quicker. She fucking doing poison bubbles, what the hell? Also, can we acknowledge that Aki's bad as fuck? Just the haircut is not it. Take her to a stylist, bro. Hidden poison opponents with certain attacks will also trigger Toxic Blossom, which ups damage and changes the behavior of the trigger move. This will also allow you to extend combos or create new setups. So that second time you got hit with it, it knocked you away. And yeah, now that time had a stagger state. Nightshade Pulse. Launch a poison bubble towards your opponent, used for checking your opponent from a distance and poisoning them if it hits. There's a poison on block too. A fantastic projectile that will keep enemies at bay if the opponent keep the enemy at bay. It poisons opponents, making it a nice and deadly tool. Hit her with it on block. I want to see if damn, I wanted to see if on block it did poison. It can be followed up by Nightshade Chaser to extend my talons to detonate the pulse. So you can manually detonate it too, okay. To detonate the pulse, use this to hit enemies who think that they're safe moving around. That's good. I wonder, does it, yeah, it looks like it has a little bit of a blast range, so it will hit from a distance. Nightshade Pulse paired with Night Chaser can trigger Toxic Blossoms at close range, an effective combination to increase the damage you can deal in certain situations. Okay. One more handy thing to remember. You can perform an overdrive snake step right after nightshade or nightshade pulse. Close the gap from a distance by moving in and along with the pulse, or use it as insurance if you feel you may get jumped in on. Okay. So you can go underneath it as a way of being safe. The overdrive version boasts a faster recovery, and the pulse will also hit multiple times. Use this pulse as a shield to make it easier to keep down the offensive. So that's a good push-in tool, especially like on the corner. Night Chaser Explosion also increases. Oh, you get a bigger blast range when you trigger it too. Okay, that's good. Orchid Spring. Talons pierce the ground, create a pool of poison. The opponent that touches this will be poisoned. That's good for like corner pressure if you were trying to chip somebody out. Poison will make it way into the enemy if they happen to come into contact with the pool and cannot be blocked. Use this way to create zones where it's hard for your opponent to move freely. Oh, even that still hit her. And she was floating in the air above it. It's a great way to convince an unwitting foe to jump. And if they purposefully walk over it, in effect to close the gap, make them pay by triggering Toxic Blossom. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm assuming it's the same thing that's used on the bubble. While you're likely to use this at long range, I must say it's most enthralling to use it after you've pursued an opponent in the corner. What the fuck? I feel like you should have got the voice actor to read this so like I could hear it. I wanted to see what this combo looked like though. Okay. And then you get to set up in the corner with the poison. Yep, nice setup. Toxic Wraith. Slash forward with talons, creating a poison bubble, and then immediately burst it. Easy using combos or attack sequences, and the poison the opponent if this hits. An effective close range attack best used in combos or attack sequences. If used in the latter, you won't suffer a counter attack even if it's blocked, and your opponent will become poisoned if it hits. Oh wow. When used in a combo, is also hit mid-air opponents, launch an opponent in the air and follow up with another attack. Never forget to mix Toxic Blossom opportunities into your offense when you have the opponent cowering in the corner. Serpent Lash. Extend talons out of a short distance to pierce opponents and poison them if the attack lands. Use it in combos or in a way of checking opponents in midair. Serpent Lash attacks direction changes depending on the button press. Also, it's a button press, not like an analog stick. It depends also if the... Hold on. It depends also if the... Also, its properties also change if it triggers Toxic Blossom. The light version is the subline for the mid-range space control. Triggering Toxic Blossom with this will send your opponent flying away, allowing you to choose between closing the gap or maintaining your distance. The medium version is good in combos or to snipe your opponent out the air if they jump. After Toxic Blossom is triggered, you find it easy to tack on additional attacks. I recommend a poison-induced attack as a follow-up. And then the heavy version will bring a jumping opponent down as it works as an anti-air. You can also follow up on this attack if it triggers Toxic Blossom, so keep it handy for enemies desperate to hit you to negate the poison in them. Ooh, yeah, you can call one into the mid version. When this hits in the overdrive, it will bring your opponent next to you. Wow. Allowing for follow-up. I wonder if that plus... Not only does it poison the opponent, you can also link it into quick attacks from it, giving you the opportunity to combo into an attack that can trigger Toxic Blossom. And that's not all. If you hit an opponent that's already poisoned, you stab after them. You'll stab after them closing in, triggering Toxic Blossom in one fell swoop. Another perfect chance to deal even more exquisite damage. Cruel Fate. Leap forward into the air and unleash a series of piercing attacks on the downward arc. A useful surprise attack. Damn, that was fucking fast. They want you to read to get around an opponent's attempt to check you. I guess it's good for dodging projectiles. This is the attack covers can be changed depending on the button press. You can still use it as your advantage even if it's blocked, so the opponent cannot counterattack. A great move. Fucking hell, my head already hurts from Mortal Kombat and you tried to make me read fast. I can't do this. A great move to catch someone off guard. If you perform the heavy version after it hits, you can follow up with another attack. Set your sights on your opening. Set your sights on opening in your opponent's plan. Use it in combos. If this hits in the overdrive and the opponent is standing on the ground, it will grab them and poison them. She got cool grab animations. And then it's a setup. It's definitely a setup character. Even if it's blocked, you can still have the advantage. You can even input forward and backward to change the distance it traveled. Ooh, so yeah, so it's not a set distance. You can extend it and also retract it. Snake step. I'm assuming this is the slide. A quick low profile move maneuver that carries you forward. An effective means of closing in. An effective means of closing in on your opponent or avoiding attacks. She has a lot of moves where she can dodge. She has a move where she can jump over your projectiles and duck under them. A useful technique that allows you to close the gap in an instant. You can also avoid high attacks while moving forward, surprising foes who dare to keep you at bay and get in their face. The heavy version can get you behind your opponent, and the light version will perform a feint. Ooh, you can fake it out. Mixing these various techniques will prove to be deadly as my poisons. You cannot be hit by any attacks except for throws while in motion. Damn, so you can only be thrown out? I wonder how fucking... Yeah, I was about to say you get to press the shit like immediately. Got a hard read that. You will also end up behind your opponent when you are on the defensive. This is a good way. And it's good for escaping DIs in the corner. That's crazy. Sensor slide, a technique that has you slither forward slowly on your back. Damn, I was not going to be able to read that fast. The slither forward on your back and can be followed up by 3 different attacks input while slithering to cancel the movement. I read her name for a second. A sneaky technique. Yeah, sneaky. I like to say sneaky for a second. A sneaky technique where you slither along the ground like a snake to avoid attacks. You can cancel it suddenly to surprise foes as well as unleash various attacks. They're all interesting. I want to see what attacks you can pop out with it. You could, damn, you can cancel out of it right when they fucking throw a button to punish them. That's kind of crazy. The first attack is Venomous Fang. It's a deceptively fast long-range charging attack, and it leaves you very vulnerable if blocked, so it's best to use to combat projectiles or in combos. Ooh, okay. I can see you doing something like that. That's like Kami's level 1 super, or that's like her level 3, where like you can use it to shoot a projectile from a certain distance. Next is Heal Strike. While it's not on the same level as the Masters, it's still an effective, easy to use attack. Use it to avoid an enemy's attack and quickly strike back. Try to combo from a regular attack into it. Ooh, and it beat DI. Oh, hold on, I need to say that again. Ooh, yeah, it just straight beat DI. Okay. Finally, there's Entrapment. This is a throw, meaning its range is short, but it can't be blocked. Use this to break through defenses or as a mix-up if an opponent is on the lookout to parry Heal Strike. Ah. Okay. Gas. That fucking outfit is gas. Deadly Implication. Launch the opponent into the air with a kick and entrap them in a giant poison bubble. Use as a counter attack or follow up in the poisons the opponent if it hits. That outfit is fire, bro. This fabulous attack can be used in many situations. It was taught to me by my master. It's particularly useful when in burnout and cornered or in toxic blossom combos. Try to fit it in to maximize damage in your foe's misery. I wonder if there's like a true reversal, because if it is, that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, that's your reversal option. Because she definitely just used it to get out of a DI in the corner. Extend multiple towns forward and leave a large pool of poison in the wake. Use for attacking from a distance and also poisons the opponent if it hits. Opponent will also become poisoned if they touch the cool. Yeah, that's a big pool. You put that on somebody in the corner, they got no choice but to jump, and then you can bait the jump. The move's trajectory and reach changes depending on the button press. The light version lands closest to you, making it a good tool for anti-air situations and combos on the cornered opponent. With the longer range, I don't know why the fuck I said that with the longer range. My bad if the mic peaked on that. I don't know why I said it like that. With the longer range, the medium and heavy versions are great for stifling the aerial ambitions of a distant foe. I don't know why my brain had a hard time reading ambitions as something. Using them for combos on a launched opponent should also prove effective. So the longer range ones are more combo oriented, while the close one is really good for anti-air, especially JP teleporting. Don't forget to make good use of the poison pool that's left in this wake. After it hits, go on the offensive to push your opponent into the poison and then aim to trigger Toxic Blossom. It'd be real interesting seeing an A.K.I versus A.K.I matchup. Claws of Yazi pierce various pressure points on the body and inject a poison that detonates from within. A versatile move that can get around projectiles, be used in combos, and serve as a potent counterattack. Damn. This is the grand attack that does lethal damage to the enemy. The cost is high, so ensure that it will connect before executing. It is best used in combos that launch an opponent or immediately after connecting with separate lash. Okay. Come on, let me see that full combo again. Okay, yeah, we saw all this. Which again, that's a sick end pose too. All right, let's see the combo because I wasn't paying attention. I was reading. All right, poison on the ground. I wonder what the damage on that combo specifically is. Once you come to grips with the attack, you can try to use it as a counter to an opponent's projectile as well. At any rate, ensure your aim is true and erase your foe from existence. See? Right there. Yep. Oh, it goes through supers. Ooh. Okay. That's the critical art animation. Yeah, that's kind of sick. I like the first pose better. I feel like that should have been the end animation, but that one was sick too. See, bro, it's the crazy bitches. But nah, Aki do look sick though. But I am fully invested in Mortal Kombat, so I will let y'all be the judge of how good she is, and I will more than likely keep up with a Mortal Kombat, a Street Fighter tournaments. Or just maybe I'll see some people playing like Max, for example. He'll probably go back and play. So, you know, I'll try to keep a lookout and see how she is when she comes out, if she's not already out. But just like, bro, I got too much fighting game shit on my hands right now. We're gonna have to put Aki to the side. Mortal Kombat needs my full attention right now. I mean, I know y'all are probably dying to have more content. So let's go ahead and wrap this up here. I'll see y'all next video. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to join down the Discord, join the community, talk, chat, whatever. I know I have not been as active in there as much as I should be, and I definitely kind of like started slacking on it when I started working, because now I get off like in the afternoon, so like I'd be tired sometimes. I'd be fucking dying as soon as I get home, or as soon as I get in my room. But you know what, I'll try to be a little bit more engaged in there, and I'll see you next time. Peace. I wanna be good, but I'm
stuck being bad. I wanna get money and chill by myself. I wanna send money, my family need help. I need me a girl just to help with the stress. Somebody to care, this hair, this rare everywhere. My fault is heavy, this chain is heavy. I know they gon' hate me cause haters is plenty. I rode in an Altima, burned out a Chevy. Those times were heavy.